Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me for a 75-minute power yoga practice. My name is Tamara Maxim. I record these classes on Facebook Live, but I also share them onto YouTube. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel or check it out, it's under my name, Tamara Maxim. I also have playlists on my Spotify account, which is Tamara YVR. YVR is the airport code for Vancouver. So Tamara YVR, and you can find lots of playlists there for all types of yoga classes or listening anytime you like. Today our practice will focus on releasing, particularly the back line of the body. And I want you to think about the back line of the body as representing our past. That's how we think about it in yoga. So this is a chance to release and let go of anything from your past experiences that might be causing gripping or tightening or holding. And this way we can create more space and openness for that part of our body, but also for our practice in general. So find yourself in a nice tall seat. You can sit in this Virasana like I'm sitting on your shin bones, or you're welcome to sit also cross-legged. We'll take a few moments here of meditation. Always nice if you have a couple blocks for your practice or something you can improvise with. So if you want, you can put a block underneath your seat as well. And this helps to tilt the pelvis forward and relax the thighs and knees down. And float the hands to your heart center. And close your eyes down if you like, or take a soft gaze forward past the tip of your nose, Nasika Drishti. Letting go does not mean separate or forgotten. You can never unknow someone or unexperience a situation. To release is to find peace with your past. And that's what my hope is today for this practice, that you will be able to release from the past, the back line of the body, what is behind you, and allow yourself to step more freely into the present moment. If you like, you can find your own personal intention, collective intention for this practice, what you'd like to bring in, what you'd like to create for the greater good. And also I encourage you to find a dedication for this practice. It might be a person, a place, a cause. There are so many important ways we can dedicate this energy at this time in our lives. Together we'll open this practice with one beautiful sound of Om. You're welcome to join from where you are or just listen. And the sound of Om is a vibration that is always occurring, and we attune ourselves to it when we chant. Tune into that vibration that creates universal peace and harmony. Deep clearing breath in through the nose. Full sigh out the mouth. Inhale for Om. Allow yourself to breathe into this open space. Feel even that small initial release as you welcome yourself into your practice. You create this energy, this aura around you for this state of relaxation, state of releasing, state of letting go. Bowing your mind into the beautiful light of your own heart, recognizing your heart as the mind of this practice. Through connecting with your heart, that you recognize where you need to let go, where you need to release. Blinking your eyes open if they're closed, bringing your gaze back through center. You come off of your seat and we'll make our way all the way up to standing today, Tadasana. So coming to the front edge of your mat, you can have your feet parallel and hip distance if you like, or big toes touching, heels slightly apart. It's kind of a preference. There's a little bit more stability and engagement that needs to happen to keep the big toes touching. So if you feel like you need that extra support for the stability, then you can keep your feet a little wider apart. Again, floating the hands to heart center, Samastitihi, Anjali Mudra. And start to bring in the Ujjayi breath. You focus your eyes on one point, drishti. Nasika drishti is nice past the tip of your nose or on something forward at eye level. Start to narrow the throat slightly, back of the throat especially, and creates a ocean-like sound, humming sound, as if you're fogging up glasses, but your lips are closed and the breath is going in and out through your nose. So try that. Take an inhale breath through your nose. Narrow the back of the throat as you exhale out the nose, create that sound. Again, in through the nose, back of the throat slightly constricted. Out the nose. We'll use that breath today throughout the practice, but anytime you need, you can always sigh out your mouth or flutter your lips. On your next inhale breath, pressing down through your feet, lengthen through your legs. Curl the tailbone slightly toward your heels. Draw the belly in, so engage Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, the mid-abdominal lock, and lift your sternum a little upward toward your thumbs. Draw the shoulders down. Take an inhale breath, sweep your arms up wide, palms touch, little arch back. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen, palms to shins or fingertips in front of your toes. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. One more time on your own, Ardha Surya Namaskar, half sun salutation. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale to rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Stay standing here. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway, look forward. As you exhale, plant your palms, step your right and left foot back, high plank pose, Utthita Chaturanga Dandasana. A few breaths here to warm up the core. Press into your finger pads. Draw the belly in, at the same time press the hips down, so there's a engagement through Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Rock forward more on the toes, lift the heels higher. You can always lower your knees. Look forward of your palms so the neck is long. Take another inhale breath. Feel the back line of the body pressing upward. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down. Take your fingers out to the side, finger stand cobra. Viparita Bhujangasana. Inhale, lift your heart up. As you exhale, take your right shoulder down, look over your left. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, left shoulder down, look over your right. Back through center as you inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders, Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Shoulders back, exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, engage your legs, maybe your kneecaps lift, engage the belly, draw shoulders back. Slow motion through Chaturanga halfway, then all the way up, back to Utthita Chaturanga Dandasana. Take an inhale breath here, rock forward. As you exhale, lift the hips back and up, Adho Mukha Svanasana, first one. So pedal out your heels. One heel down, then the opposite knee. And feel the back of your legs stretching, your hamstrings, especially the back of your calves, your knees, the whole thigh. And then try to straighten your legs the best you can and press your heels down. Drawing the eye of your elbows more toward each other, create more space around the shoulders and neck. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. One more Ujjayi breath. Exhale. And come high on your toes, bend your knees a lot, look forward. Take as many steps as you like, or maybe a light hop to the top of your mat. And if you're hopping, be very light. Use your core to support. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Feel the back line of the body releasing here. Forehead toward your shins. Inhale to rise all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Release the front line of the body. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your palms. Step your left and right foot back. Uttita Chaturanga Dandasana. Take an inhale breath. Rock forward. Feel the back line of your body lifting. Don't lean between the shoulders, but draw the belly in. And as you exhale, this time you can lower halfway to Chaturanga, elbows bent at 90 degrees. Untuck your toes, lift your heart up if you like. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Stay in cobra if that's better for you. Press the tops of your feet down and open up. Release the front line of the body. Press into your finger pads. Take one more inhale breath. Thighs are lifting for upward dog, arms are straight. And if you can, roll over the toes. Come back to this high push-up position. Maybe one Chaturanga halfway down. Push back up and all the way downward dog. Big breath in. And a full breath out. One more. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. On your inhale breath, come high on your toes. Bend your knees a lot. Look forward. Walk, step or hop. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Feel the back line lengthening. Inhale, rise all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Now we'll put in an option here for hopping back to Chaturanga after the forward fold. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Front line expanding. Exhale, fold, back line releasing. Inhale, lengthen, halfway, look forward. This time as you exhale, plant your palms. Option to hop back to Chaturanga and lower. Take your back bend as you inhale. Feel free to roll over the toes. Chaturanga if you like. It's a really nice add on to your vinyasa. And downward facing dog. It creates a lot of strength in the upper body and the core. A deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more. Ujjayi breath. And come high on your toes. Bend your knees a lot. Look to your palms. Lightly hop if you can. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up to the sky and arch back. Lengthen the front line. Stay standing, hands to heart center. We'll take some variations here of Surya Namaskar C. It's a really nice way to get into the hamstring and the back line of the body. So feel that connection to the back of your thighs when we're moving through this posture or this sequence. Inhale, reach up, arch back, Urdhva Hastasana, maybe look back. Exhale, fold forward, feel the hamstrings, release, back, release. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, step your right foot back, lower your right knee down. Slide it as far back as you can. If you want, untuck your toes, reach your arms to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Take a deep inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Release your palms down to the mat, tuck your back toes, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Take your back bend. Cobra, upward dog. Make your way back to downward dog. Feel free to layer in the extra Chaturanga. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Step your right foot through inside of your right thumb. Lower your back knee down. Just do a really basic one to start. Reach your arms up to the sky. Pull your right hip back. Left thigh forward. Exhale, palms plant down. Tuck your back toes. Step forward. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Back line lengthens. Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Keep going. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down. Feel free to untuck your toes, reach your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Pull your right hip back. Take an inhale breath, reach up here. As you exhale, plant your palms down, tuck your back toes, step back, downward dog. Take an inhale, ripple forward. Chaturanga if you like, or your belly. Take your back bend. Come back to high plank. Make your way back to downward dog. Extra chaturanga if you like. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Step your left foot through. Lower your back knee down. Untuck your toes if you like. Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms up. As you exhale, plant your fingertips down. Tuck your back toes. Step forward. Halfway lift, lengthen, and release. Inhale to rise, and we'll add on some variations here. Exhale, fold forward. Starting with the right leg, inhale, lengthen. Plant your palms, step your right foot back, lower your right knee down. Untuck your toes if you like, Anjaneyasana. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, float your fingertips back behind you, straighten your front leg. Variation of Ardha Hanumanasana. You can feel it behind your knee and your calf and particularly your thigh. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float back. Again, inhale, rise up, open up the chest, front line lengthening. Exhale, back of the leg and the spine lengthening. One more time, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. As you exhale, plant your palms down, tuck your back toes, take your right fingertips out to the right, sweep your left arm up. Take a big breath in here, reach up a little higher, stay for your exhale. Bring both hands down to the mat, step back, downward dog, lift your left leg up, stack your hip, bend your knee, look underneath your right arm for your toes. Straighten out your leg, lower it down, take a vinyasa. Making your way back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. The way that feels good. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Step your right foot through. This time stay high on your back toes. Reach your arms up to the sky. High crescent lunge. Take an inhale here, rock your back heel more forward. Straighten your back leg even more and pull your right hip back at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist to your right side. Pull your right thumb back and look at it as you pull your right hip back. Good. Inhale, keep that left leg straight. Exhale, twist. You can always lower your back knee if you need. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Good. One more to the center. Inhale. Exhale, palms come down. Step forward and take a standing L-shaped pose here. Pull your right hip back, left thigh rolls down if you like. Go a little deeper. Working toward only a mild standing splits. Forehead toward your shin. Left leg lifting higher. You feel the back of your right leg extending. Drive your left heel to the sky. Big breath in, forehead to shin. Big breath out. And then step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Reach to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Going to the other side. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your palms, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down. And keep your toes tucked for more balance, or untuck them if you like. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, sweep your fingertips back, drive your right heel forward, float over your front leg, curl your toes. So feel that stretch, the whole back line of the leg. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, pull it back, float if you can. You can always touch your hands down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull back. One more time. Inhale, reach to the sky. Plant your hands down, tuck your back toes, take your left fingertips out to the left. Inhale, reach your arm up to the sky, big open stretch. As you exhale, both hands down, step back, downward dog. Take your vinyasa. Making your way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And left leg floats to the sky, stack your hip, open it up. Step your left foot through. High in the back toes, reach up to the sky. Pull your outer right hip back. Rock your back heel more forward, straighten out that back leg. Deep breath in, a deep breath out. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist to your left. Pull your left hip back, look over your thumb. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, twist. Look to your thumb, good. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, plant your palms down, step forward, lifting that back leg up, standing L-shaped pose. Pull your left hip crease back, right thigh forward. Press out through your right heel. And if you like, pull up on the back of your left calf, forehead coming toward your shin. You feel that deeper stretch into the back of your left leg. Reach your right leg up, pressing your heel up toward the ceiling, forehead toward your shin. Drive that right heel upward. Curl your toes toward you. Urdhva Prasarita Eka Padasana. Standing split pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. On your inhale breath. Step forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Now hopefully you're feeling that engagement down the back of the legs. Big toes together to touch, hands to your heart center. Inhale, sit your hips down, Utkatasana. Sweep your fingertips back behind you. Reach your arms up to the sky. Draw the inner thighs toward each other. Curl your tailbone toward your heels. Lift your chest a little higher. Take a deep breath in. A long breath out. One more, inhale. Sit a little deeper, exhale. One more breath, draw your kneecaps back, sit your hips lower. Reach your arms up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, lift your hips and fold, Uttanasana. Release the back of your legs. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. This time as you exhale, plant your palms. You can walk, step or hop back, high plank or right to Chaturanga. Take a heart opener as you breathe in. Roll over the toes, extra Chaturanga if you like. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a full inhale breath and a full exhale breath. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Underneath your left arm for your toes. Square your right shoulder down. Take a full deep inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, straighten out that right leg. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right upper arm. Variations here if you want to float. Inhale, bring it back up. As you exhale, cross your right knee to your left upper arm. Variations to extend or float. Inhale, bring it back up. Hug your knee into your chest and feel the rounding of the back line of your body. Release the back line, push it up and away. As you exhale, step your right foot through inside of your right thumb. This time the back heel will spin down as you rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Outer right hip pulling back, left thigh forward, bend into that front knee. Take an inhale breath here, reach up. Bend a little deeper as you exhale. Float your hands to your lower back, interlace your palms and let the knuckles pull toward the earth, chest lifts toward the sky. Breathe in to lengthen the front line of the body. As you exhale, release the back line, fold forward over your front thigh, crown of the head down, arms coming up. Try to squeeze your hands tight together, squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull your outer right hip back, left thigh forward, and maybe you could go a little deeper, crown of the head coming toward the inside of your front foot. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. One more, reach up and over your head. Stay for your exhale. And now as you press into your feet, rise all the way back up. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, plant your palms down. Take your vinyasa. Keep that right leg floating if you can. Making your way through your back bend. Extra Chaturanga if you like. All the way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Release the breath. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Open it up, look underneath your right arm for your foot. Square your shoulders. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lengthen your leg. Square your hip as you exhale. Left knee to left upper arm. Pause here. You can take a variation to float if you like. Inhale, sweep it back up. Cross to the right side. Again, variations if you have them. Tap it up and twist. Inhale all the way back. As you exhale, bring your knee in toward your chest. Round the spine. Press into your hands. Really dome the upper back. So create that openness across the back body. And then step your foot inside of your left thumb. Back heel spins down. Lunge into your front knee. Pull your outer left hip back, right side forward. You can inhale breath, Virabhadrasana 1. Bend deeper. One more inhale. Stay here for your exhale. And on your inhale breath again, bring the hands to the lower back. Try to find the opposite grip. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift the front of your chest up. So lengthen the front body here. Knuckles toward the earth, heart to the sky. Maybe look up. As you breathe out, bow in. Release the back body. Outer left hip pulling back, right thigh forward. Crown of the head coming down toward the earth as the arms lift up toward the sky. Knuckles reaching toward the sky. As you're going deeper here, outer left hip is still pulling back. Maybe the crown of the head comes down all the way down one day. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting the arms up. Big breath in. Big breath out. Both feet pressing down. Pull yourself back up. Reach up to the sky. As you exhale, plant your palms down. Take your vinyasa. Keep that left leg floating if you can. Coming all the way through. Follow all the way through the posture with your breath. Don't stop breathing if you're moving. Big inhale here and a full exhale as you land. Bring your big toes together to touch. Walk your feet just a little bit closer to your hands. And sometimes what we need to release is from our past is pent up fear that is created from different experiences where maybe we failed or didn't do what we thought we would or weren't successful. And so we need to let go of that fear. So sometimes getting upside down can shake up our perspective and help us let go. So let's try that a little bit. Don't be shy. Take your knees wide and sit your hips down to your heels. So a little frog squat, arms are long. And then come forward to a high plank where your toes are right underneath your heels. Pitch forward and back again. Now you can stay like this. This is your comfort zone. Or if you like, after the squat, let your feet come up. Let your heels touch your bum and do a little hop onto your hands. Press into the hands, strong. Releasing any fear of it not looking right or failing or falling. And then on the third or fourth hop, come forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Let's find chair pose again. Hips down, reach your arms up. Really, what is the main reason why we don't do things in life? Often fear. Or fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of criticism. Why not just try and see how it feels? Bring your hands to your heart center and your inhale breath. Twist your body to the right side. Hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. You're welcome to stay here. Open your wings. If you have a side crow variation or hand balance here, Kundanyasana A, you can take it. Big breath in. Big breath out. Try something different. Inhale back through center. Hands to heart, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook your right elbow. Look up and over your shoulder. Feel free to open your wings. Take a side balance, side crow or Kundanyasana A. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, come back through center. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, lift your hips and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, plant your palms, make your way back to Chaturanga or your belly. Find your back bend. Make your way to downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep inhale and a long exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. An option here to float it out. Right knee to right upper arm, bend your elbows. Try to extend the back line of your right leg, float your back toes. Give it a try, even if your nose bops down on the floor or your cheek. It's the effort that counts. Right knee in toward your chest and then twist toward the left. You can go for Kundanyasana if you have it. Maybe extend that left leg through and see if you can catch the outer edge of your right foot, even if you have to keep your knee bent. Variation of side plank. Maybe you can extend that leg even more and pull it toward the top right corner. Look underneath. Back leg straight. Inhale, sweep it back up. So lots of options there. Knee into the chest. Lengthen the back body. Draw the belly in. Dome the upper back. Step through in the center. Before we go any further, walk your hands on the inside of your right foot. Lower your back knee down. And heel toe your right foot more out to the right, so your toes are pointing out to the side. Tent up on your fingertips, variation of lizard. Keep your back toes tucked or untucked, up to you. Lengthen your chest forward. And now as you exhale, pull the hips back, keeping that right leg out at an angle. Lengthen the back of the right leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold in. Maybe you can come to your forearms. Maybe stay on your fingertips. Pull that right hip back. And you should be feeling this all the way down to the length of your right leg, back of your leg. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come back up. I'm going to bend back into that right knee. Roll to the outer blade of your right foot. Use your right hand inside of your right knee. Push your chest open. You're welcome to stay here or go for a thigh stretch. Bend your back knee. Reach for the outer edge of your back foot with your hand. Pull your hips back. And then push the hips and the foot forward, turning and opening. And maybe you stay here. Maybe you come down onto your forearm. Give the front of that left thigh a nice stretch. Roll your right hip open. Deep breath in. Keep your right foot flexed. Deep breath out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Come back through center. Take an inhale here. Lengthen. One more time. Exhale. Pull that right hip back. Now from here you can stay, or maybe you start to walk that right heel more out to the right. Left thigh more toward the mat. Coming into a variation of Ardha Hanuman meets lizard pose. So pull your left hip back, lengthen the right thigh down, back of the right thigh. Deep inhale, maybe you go deeper, full exhale. So make sure your right foot is angled out to the right here, create this shape. Beautiful. Slowly come back up. Slide your back knee in. Walk your right foot more into the center. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knee up. And now we'll build Virabhadrasana 2. The right heel will align with the back heel. Take your right fingertips inside of your right foot. Charge your left arm. Reach it up. And then pull yourself to standing. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Wiggle your front toes forward so your front thigh is parallel. Reaching out through both fingertips in opposite directions, relax your shoulders. Take an inhale breath here, lengthen. Bend a little deeper as you exhale. Flip your right palm up, left hand down. Inhale, reach up and back. Viparita Virabhadrasana, Exalted Warrior. Take an inhale here, feel free to bind if you like. Hand behind the head or maybe hand behind the heart. Maybe both hands reach. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. See if you can keep the bind if you have it. Straighten your front leg. Maybe heel toe your back foot in a little bit more. Exalted triangle. Breathe in here. Breathe out. And then release your bind. Come up to standing. Shorten your stance if you need. Hinge forward over the front hip. front thigh, and then reach your top arm to the sky. Charge that left arm to reach up higher. So your right fingertips can float either inside or outside. Maybe you take big toe lock, Panagustasana grip with the big toe, peace fingers on the inside, thumb on top. Step down on your fingers as you pull up at the same time. So you're not collapsing. Outer right hip tucking under, inner left thigh open. Breathe in and breathe out. Spin your chest toward the mat. Bring both hands onto the mat and step your left foot more forward. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Take an inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to bow in. Again, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bow in. You're welcome to stay here. You can always pop your back heel up if you need. If you want to try something fun, makes you look like a flamingo, the one-legged pyramid pose, Ekapada Parsvottanasana. Turn your fingertips back behind you. Create a little kickstand with your tented fingertips, and you need to activate the back of your right leg a lot. Draw the belly in and keep this back leg at an angle, so don't start to come forward. Keep the hip pulling back. So if you were to drop a line, the hip is a couple of feet behind your front foot. Keep looking forward, tent the fingertips, draw the belly in, start to bend your left knee, and maybe bring the left knee beside the right, and you can float your left toes. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Start to walk your hands forward. Step onto your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Standing L-shaped pose again. Stay here or working for Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana, standing splits. A little deeper this time. Wrap your right hand behind your right calf. Pull your left leg up. Press out through your heel. Forehead toward your right shin. Maybe left hand also comes behind. Be brave. Release that feeling of fear, of failure, of judgment. Try something that might be a little scary. For me, it's very scary. It's okay if you fall out or you're not successful. For 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your left knee in to meet your right. Look forward as you stand all the way up. If you need to put your left foot down, it's totally fine. Hug your left knee in toward your chest. You can stay standing here. You can take Padangustasana, big toe lock on this left foot. Peace fingers on the inside, cap off with your thumb. And then from here, stand up nice and tall. So engage the right leg. And extend through the back of your left leg the best you can, maybe fully straight. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. Open it up. Feel that same shape, but this time it's on the other side. A deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Toe come back through center. Reach your arms up to the sky. Warrior 3. Reach forward and back. Both hands come to the mat. Come high on your right toes. Couple of light hops if you want to move to a wall. Extending through the back of your lifted leg. Keep it straight. Try to find some floats here. And then you can hop yourself back through a vinyasa. Lift that left leg. Right heel goes back. Right toes land down. Take your weight all the way through vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Other leg. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Left knee to left upper arm. Feel free to float it out. Kundanyasana B. Inhale, bring it back. Cross to the right side. Kundanyasana A if you have it. Or thread that left leg through. Try to wrap the hand on the outer left foot. Maybe extend the leg, and maybe you can pull that left leg toward the left side of your mat. Variation of side plank, look underneath your arm. Beautiful, you feel that extension through the back of your left leg. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, knee to chest, draw in. We'll step the foot through. Before we go any further, bring your hands on the inside. Lower your back, knee down. Variation of lizard pose and Ardha Hanuman. Walk your tent up onto your fingertips. Walk your left foot a little bit out to the left, so your toes are pointing out to the left side of your mat, and slide your back knee as far back as you can. Maybe untuck your toes. Take an inhale breath here to lengthen. Exhale, pull the hips back. Keep that left foot on the outside of your left arm. A variation here. Going a little deeper if you can. Maybe you can come down onto your forearms, onto blocks. Get a nice stretch. Inhale, come forward again. Let's do it a couple times. Exhale to bring it back. Inhale to come forward again. Exhale to bring it back. Come forward again. And this time, roll to the outer blade of your left foot. You can keep your right palm down. Use your left hand on the inside of your left knee and roll your chest open. Feel free to stay here or bend that back knee. Reach for the outer edge of your back foot. Shift your hips back and then forward again with your foot in your palm. Maybe you come down onto a block or your forearm. Turn your chest open. Get a nice thigh stretch. Let that outer left knee roll open more. Turn your chest to the sky. Beautiful. Come back up. And this time we'll go a little deeper here. Inhale and tent up onto your fingertips. Exhale, pull the hips back. You're welcome to stay here or start to slide that left heel more out to the left, creating the same shape. Right thigh forward. So the same shape as Tita Hasta Padangustasana, that standing hand to big toe pose. Maybe you come down onto your forearms. Beautiful. Slowly push yourself up. Walk your back knee in. Guide your left knee back into the center so your palms are on either side. Lift your back knee up and we'll slide your left heel in place so you have front heel to back arch alignment. And charge your right arm. Lift it up. Hug your left hip in. Outer right foot pressing down and rise up to standing Virabhadrasana 2. Bend deeply into that left knee. Open up your arms as wide as you can, fingertips in opposite directions. Try to get this front thigh parallel. Deep Ujjayi breath in here. Ujjayi breath out. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Keep hugging your outer left thigh underneath you. Inner right thigh open. Flip your left palm up. Lower your right hand down. Inhale. Reach up and back. Viparita Virabhadrasana. You're welcome to stay or find a bind. Half bind or full bind. Turn your heart open. Release the front line of the body. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. And straighten out front leg. Maybe heel toe your back foot in just a little bit. Keep hinging back. Viparita Trikonasana. Exalted triangle. Release in the front line even more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come to standing. Release your arms. You might want to shorten your stance even more. Inhale, reach forward. And then pivot the arms. Again, charging that right arm toward the ceiling so the left hand can float inside or outside of the left shin, or maybe you get that big toe lock. Padangustasana grip here. Pulling up on the toe at the same time, pressing the foot down. Full deep inhale breath here. Full deep exhale breath. Trikonasana. Looking up if you can, crown in line with your top thumb and your bottom big toe. And gazing down to the mat, soften your front knee, bring both hands to the mat, step your right foot more forward. Pull your outer right hip back. Parsvottanasana, take an inhale here to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Try to level your sacrum. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. And then you can try this flamingo pose or Ekapada Parsvottanasana, one-legged pyramid pose. You turn your fingertips back behind you. Try to keep this left leg at an angle, so don't end up coming forward where your leg is straight up and down. Keep it pulling to the back end of your mat. Your hip is pulling to the back end of your mat. Strong fingertips. Draw the core in. Keep your left leg straight, so you're not bending your left knee, but your right knee can start to bend. Stay here, or maybe float those toes, knees together for 3, 2, 1. Release, inhale, and exhale. Soften your front knee, step forward onto your fingertips and your left foot. Raise your right leg up, standing L shape again. Stay here or start to walk your left hand behind your left calf. And as this happens and the forehead comes toward the shin, the right leg will lift higher and you drive your right heel up. You're welcome to stay here or face some of those fears that we have created from our past. Start to walk your right hand toward your left leg and maybe pull up. And I can go quite deep when I'm only holding with one hand, so I have to let go of this perfectionism that I want to complete the pose and stay up higher so that I can find both hands behind the calf. And letting go of this self-criticism and judgment, comparison to others. Take a couple breaths there. I'm working on it, just like everyone else. Bring your right knee in to meet your left. Stand all the way up. Bring your knee with you. Hang on to your knee, big toe. I'm going to just step back so I'm in the range of the camera. Extend your right leg the best you can. If you can extend it fully, you'll feel that stretch in the hamstring. Left arm up to the sky. Open it up. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Maybe you have your knee bent. That's fine. Stand up tall. Be active through the back of that right leg. Release any sense of criticism or judgment. Release from your past. And be here proud of who you are in this moment. Over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Bring it back through center. Right knee reaches up. Virabhadrasana 3. Warrior 3. Extend your back up the back of your left leg. Press out through your right heel. And then tip forward. Working into some hops for handstand. If you want to turn to the wall again, you can. I'll do it on this side. Your left foot is down. Your right leg is lifting. Come high on your toes. Some light hops. Try to float if you can. Hollow out the front body, so keep connected to your core. And if you want to hop back to Chaturanga, when your right leg is in the air, give it a good hop up. Left toes land. Chaturanga, lift your heart back through your vinyasa. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your big toes together to touch. We're going to hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Take a big turn to the right side of your mat and a big step out with your right foot. We'll start with Prasarita Padottanasana here, wide-legged fold, and we'll move into Samukhanasana, wide-legged split. So getting more into the inner thighs. So with your feet same distance apart as your wrists, when you spread your arms out, take an inhale, reach up to the sky, lengthen the sides of the body. Exhale, little swan dive forward. Inhale to lengthen, look forward. And as you exhale, heel toe your feet out to the long, short edges of your mat, top and bottom of your mat. As much as you can, maybe coming down onto your forearms. And if you can, turn your heels toward the tops of your mat with your toes curling back toward you. And try to get those hips lower. We'll hold here for 5 deep breaths. And slowly starting to make our way back, halfway. Exhale, fold. The crown of the head come down, hips lift up. And you can stay here. If your head easily touches the floor, then walk your feet a little closer. Maybe you work into Shirshasana B, the tripod headstand. Letting the legs come all the way up, hiking them together, keeping them active. Press your heels up, so extend through the back of the legs. Keep the core on, hug the elbows in. Belly is strong. 5 breaths. Either folded or lifted up, standing on your hands and your head. When you're ready to come down from Shirshasana, if you're there, stay active, press out through your heels, so keep the legs engaged. Heels down before your toes. Halfway lift, lengthen. And from here, we'll turn to the back of the mat. Lower your back knee down. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, plant your palms down, shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, and you're welcome to stay here. Go deeper into the posture, right heel forward, left knee back, working into full Hanumanasana. Take an inhale, maybe reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, bow in wherever you are. Pulling your outer right hip back, left thigh rolls forward, breathe in, breathe out continuously here. Three more breaths. Keep your front foot active. You can untuck your back toes as long as your left thigh is rolling down. If not, keep them tucked to help the left thigh roll down. Slowly make your way back out. We're going to turn ourselves all the way around to the front of the mat this time. Lower your back knee down and reach your arms up to the sky, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, sliding that right knee as far back as you can, keeping your toes tucked, stay here. You can always use blocks to support your hands or your front thigh. Working your way into full Hanumanasana if you want to give it a try, even if you're not all the way there. Try not to be discouraged by the amount of time it takes to open up the back line of the body here to fully release, sometimes a very long time. Bow in if you like. I forgot this part. Reach your arms up if it feels good, and then bow in. You can keep your back toes tucked if it helps you to roll your outer right thigh down. Otherwise, untuck and release. And really important in this posture to release yourself from any criticisms or judgments or comparisons, so you can really enjoy this moment. And slowly start to make our way back up. Tuck the back toes, lift up, and this time we'll take three-legged dog. Take it on both sides. We'll do this side first. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up, turn your right fingertips out. Maybe flip over. You can go for wild thing or Urdhva Dhanurasana, your feet parallel, top arm lifting and reaching. Maybe both hands come to the mat. Turn yourself back around. Take a vinyasa before the other side. And from here, left leg lifts up, stack your hip, bend your knee, open it up. Go for wild thing or both feet parallel. Right hand reaching for the earth. It might not happen today. If it does, find Urdhva Dhanurasana. Otherwise, find this full, deeper back bend. You're ready, flip yourself back around. Take a vinyasa. All the way back, downward dog. And now, we're going to attempt to hop through to our seat with straight legs. So that requires you to let go of the fear of not getting all the way there the first time. Give it a try. When you hop up, get your legs straight in the air and then shoot your feet through. So you need to keep the back of the hamstrings, which we've really opened up here, long and connected. So let's give it a try. You can even walk your hands a little bit further back on your mat. Maybe practice a couple hops. Get the legs straight. And then when you're ready, shoot your legs through the space between your hands. Try to keep them together, straight and long, and land on your bum, nice and light. All the way down onto your seat. And if you weren't successful the first time, instead of saying, oh, it doesn't matter, give up, try it again and keep trying until you can get it. And you can always use blocks under your hands or any supports you need. The idea is to keep the back of the back line of the legs open. And from here, I think one of the most ultimate hamstring stretches, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So roll the flesh around your seat from side to side. Press out through your heels, toes curling toward you. Take your fingertips out to the side, sit up nice and tall, Dandasana. And feel the engagement of your core, feel the length of your torso, long line through the spine, back of the legs extending. Take an inhale breath, reach your arms up, and as you exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway, exhale, fold again. One more time, inhale, lengthen, and now fold and hold here. Be active, press out through your heels so much that they might even lift up off the mat. Try to press the backs of your kneecaps down, whole hamstring extended, toes curling toward you. You can even help with that if you like, maybe holding on to the tops of your feet or around the edges. Pull your chest down. And take 10 deep breaths here, Paschimottanasana. Slowly start to roll yourself up. Open up yourself to the long edge of your mat. We'll continue releasing the back line of the body, opening up the legs wide, Samokhanasana. Take your fingertips back behind you, lengthen your chest up and be active through your legs. So heels are pressing out, toes curling back toward you. Take an inhale breath here to lengthen. As you exhale, begin to hinge and fold, chest coming down, toes curling back. Maybe you reach for the inner edges of your feet. You can push them away. You can feel this deeply in the inner thighs, the hamstrings, the hips. Lengthen the spine. Let your forehead relax. Lift yourself halfway and turn toward your right leg. Tend your fingertips on either side of your right leg. Try to keep the back of your left leg and hip down. As you exhale, fold over your right leg. Keeping the breath going. If you like, bring your right forearm either onto your right leg or inside of your right leg, left hand to your left hip. And you can add in a side stretch here. Maybe looking underneath your left arm. Maybe you find a bind of your right foot. Opening your chest. Keep your left sitting bone down. Slowly rise back up. Turn yourself to the left leg. Take an inhale, breath, lengthen. Keep that right leg active. Keep pressing out through your heel, hip, and seat down. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Keep your heels pressing out, toes curling toward you. Lifting your chest halfway if you like. You can take your left forearm on top of your left leg or inside. Roll your right side open, right hand onto your hip, or reach up or even over. Finding the same variation on the side. Keep your right sitting bone pressing down. Press out through your right heel. Maybe look under your right arm. Slowly rise back up. You can inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Big stretch to the center. Exhale, bring your hands back behind you. Soften your knees, bring your heels in. Keep your toes and heels pointed out. Toes and knees pointed out. And windshield wiper side to side. And coming back through center, give your knees a squeeze, hug in. Breathe in and out. We'll turn toward the front of the mat. We've done a lot of extra back bending today, so we'll take 3 back bends in a row here. You have the option to do a supported back bend, little bridge pose, or Urdhva Dhanurasana, and you can do any combination of those 3. I'll demonstrate them together, and then you can choose what you like. So let's make our way down onto our back, and the nice thing about these back bends is now it will be a release for the front line of the body. As we're releasing the back line, there'll be more constriction on the front. So now we're going to open it up. So a supported back bend at any time, you bring the block underneath your sacrum. The feet can be out wider for this one. This block can be on any setting. If you want it to be quite deep, you'll go on to the highest setting of the block and you can hold here. This is quite a deep back bend, so be prepared for that if you choose. And you might want to have the feet in a little closer for that variation. If you're coming with me for a little bridge pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana, walk your heels in toward your bum and plant your hands down so your thumbs are touching the outer edges of your hips and your legs. And make sure that your feet are within the width of your hands, so not wider. And that means your knees and feet are lined up only hip distance apart. Hopefully you can touch your heels. Draw your shoulder blades together. On your inhale breath, you'll start to lift your hips up. And if you want to stay here, you can, or interlace your palms, knuckles moving towards your heels, squeezing the shoulders. If you want to come up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, press your hands up toward the ceiling. Bring your hands onto the mat, fingertips pointing toward your shoulders. Maybe widen the feet just a little bit. Come onto the crown of the head as you press down into your hands. Widen your hands and then push all the way up, finding Urdhva Dhanurasana. And let the crown come down toward the mat. And take a few deep breaths, more in either of those variations, and you're welcome to stay in a supported back bend as long as you like. Take 3 more deep breaths and then slowly come down for a rest. When you're coming down from Urdhva Dhanurasana, come onto the crown of your head first. Gently bring the chin in toward the chest. For a little bridge pose, release your hands. Slowly come down. And for everybody, you can take your feet wide, inner knees touch. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and remind yourself to release by taking a deep inhale breath and a full exhale breath. One more. Okay, we'll set up for a second back bend. Of course, you're welcome to stay in supported bridge or do it again. The option in this back bend, and I'll show it with my hips down, will be for either variation to bring the right knee in toward the chest. Your left foot might want to step a little bit closer to center. Extend the back of your left leg up and drive your heel up toward the ceiling. So the leg will be completely vertical in the air. We'll try it on the right side for the second set, and then the left side will be for the third set. So you don't have to do them both in the same set. And each set will hold the back bend about 6 breaths. So here we go, little bridge pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana. And whichever one you're in, if you want to come into the extra hamstring stretch, walk your left foot more to the center. Bring your right knee in toward your chest. Press your right heel up toward the ceiling. Extend through the back of the leg. Take 3 deep breaths. Drop the crown of the head down if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana. When you're ready to come down, bend the knee back in. Readjust your feet. Come down onto the crown. If you're in little bridge pose, you can slowly roll down. This time you can bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, and maybe sit on your hands. You need a little release for your wrists. Take a full breath in, a full breath out. Breathe in and out. Okay, setting ourselves up for the third and final back bend with the option to now bring the left knee into your chest and push it up. Push the heel up. So either arms beside you or hands beside your ears. When you're ready, lift your hips. Press up, maybe crown of the head first and then all the way up. You can walk your right foot more to the center from either variation. Left knee in toward the chest. Drive your left heel up toward the sky. Hold for 3 breaths. Knee comes back in, lower the foot, slowly come down. You can take either leg variation, either feet wide, knees together, or Supta Baddha Konasana, and again, sit on your hands if you like, or place your hands on your torso. Bringing your knees back in toward your chest from whatever variation you had. Drop your left foot to the floor. Reach from the inside of your right knee and wrap your right hand around your outer right foot for half happy baby. We'll have one more opportunity here for a nice hamstring extension. If you like, extend your leg straight. Press out through your heel, and you can even push on your heel and pull it out to the right. Might feel good to extend your left leg, and now you're making that shape of Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. And slowly bring it back in. We'll switch legs, so right foot down. Start with half happy baby, Ardha Ananda Balasana. Maybe extend your left leg, maybe wrap your left hand around the inner left heel, maybe extend your right leg straight, finding that same shape that we've been doing through the class, through the variation of Ardha Hanuman and Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Bring it back in. And choose an inversion that you would like to end your practice. So you could start with full happy baby pose, which is kind of nice, and do that same thing to stretch out through the hamstrings and inner thighs. Happy baby here, Viparita Karani, legs up and arms up. Nice rotation of the wrists and ankles, then settle in. If you want to go for plow pose is a really nice way to extend the hamstrings, actually, to tuck the toes, press out through the heels, and try to get the back of your legs as straight as you can. Shoulders and come to shoulder stand. In shoulder stand, if you want to get that hamstring stretch, you can press out through your heels, toes curling down toward your face. And if you want Shirshasana A, also a nice option. Take about 20 breaths in whichever inversion you've decided to do. You can do Shirshasana on your mat if it's in your practice, or against the wall, and this is a great way to activate the hamstrings, to pull your legs up to straight. Same way that we jump through to straight, standing splits, Ardha Hanumanasana, keeping the legs straight and active, same as Paschimottanasana today. Stay here, follow your breath. When you're ready to come down, you can stay counting your breaths if you like. If you are ready, come down when you're ready. Slowly, if you're in headstand, I myself like to sit up. You might want to stay in child pose. If you're in shoulder stand or plow pose, I think I said that wrong. If you're in headstand, stay up, or take up child pose. If you're in plow pose or shoulder stand, maybe fish pose. I'm mixing up my poses here. Palms underneath your seat. That's a sign of a good yoga class. You can't think straight. Press into your forearms. Start to lift the chest, arch back, and come on to the crown of the head. This is a nice stretch for anybody. Really beautiful to lengthen out the front body. Any variations here if you have, maybe floating the feet, or releasing the hands, or maybe floating the head. Matsyasana. When you're ready to come down, you'll take your time to gently lower the head by bringing the chin in toward the chest. Release your hands if they're underneath you still. Take your time to soften and open your body. Let your arms and legs completely relax, finding Shavasana your final rest. And if there's any other posture that you would like to do at this time that will help you to smooth out the body, that will help you to release the back line and the front line even more, feel free to go there. See if you can pass through your body with your breath, spiraling from the base of your spine all the way up through all the 7 energy centers. I'll guide you. And as you're traveling through these 7 energy centers, give yourself permission to release and relax. So start with Muladhara chakra and imagine your breath spiraling around there. Release your tailbone, releasing the root chakra. Feel connected and grounded. Start to spiral up through Svadhisthana chakra. Feel your creativity and your sexuality, relationships with one another. Release. Let go there. Spiral up Manipura chakra, your power center, self-worth, your efficacy. Remind yourself that you're valuable, and you're loved, and you're cared for, and let go. And then keep rising up, find Anahata chakra. Love, care, compassion. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep rising up. Vishuddha chakra, the throat, your voice. Connect with yourself here. Say something kind to yourself. Remind yourself, I am love. Keep going, keep rising up the spine, spiraling that energy around, this beautiful releasing energy all the way up. Ajna chakra, the third eye. Keep your two eyes closed and your third eye open as you spiral around your inner knowing, your intuition. Let go and release. And then finally have a beautiful release of white light, this beautiful release, this cascade of white light coming out through the crown of the head, Sahasrara. You can feel that release of energy all the way through the spine. Close the practice today with a chant for peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, sending you peace, sending the whole world peace, beginning with ourselves. And feel free to join. Deep clearing breath in through the nose. Full breath out the mouth. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Recognizing all that you are, all that you give, all that you do. And allow yourself to release and let go and enjoy Shavasana. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice with me. It means so much to connect this way. Namaste.